Okay, we have completed the first half of the semester. We are now in the second half, and it was kind of like going uphill, uphill, uphill until we got to midterm, and now it's going to go downhill, downhill, downhill. This is video 7, part 5. The chapters are related in your book. This stage here is about identity versus role confusion. Now, if you really look at this, and it's the adolescent years, it's concerning the beginning of puberty and all of the exciting things that go along with the beginning of puberty. You remember, right? Okay. Identity versus role confusion. I want you to look at that very closely because just about every stage, not just about, but every stage has an element of identity versus role confusion. In other words, what the individual is attempting to do is to develop a sense of self. The individual is developing a sense of understanding the world. And, we can start at a very young age, maybe a year if you want to. An individual being a year old, they're making sense of their world. 2 years old, they're making sense of their world. Going into puberty, making sense of their world. Yes, an emerging adulthood. You folks are in emerging adulthood, or maybe the next stage, middle adulthood, making sense of the world. Now, when you get to the last stage, my stage, you're still attempting to make sense of the world. So, identity versus role confusion could be interwoven in all of Erikson's stages. There's an element that we have in each stage where the person wants to be an individual with individual characteristics, individuality, something that will set them apart. All right, identity versus role confusion. We wear different clothes. We style our hair differently. We may talk differently. We have different friends, all in an attempt to develop an identity. Very important here. I have 2 videos to watch. One is the Teen Brain. Actually, there's 3 videos. The Teen Brain, there's 2 videos there. Then there's another video that's called Nuts or Normal. Now, I want you to look at this. Some of you say, well, I've got on, there's no video there. What do I do? What you do first is check your browser, because these browsers are set up to block the material. Before we go into looking at how to unblock the browsers, particularly in Firefox and Chrome, want to go to forums and look at forums. One is Your Turn, we've always had, and another one is Politically Correct. Both of these are forums. You have due dates. Folks, please adhere to due dates, especially in forums. Be right honest with you, there's not very many, but there is a number that comes in after due date. I mean, I don't think they read the due date. I really don't. And maybe if the due date is read, maybe it's pushed to one side. So anyway, read the due date. Read the due date, because we're nearing the end of this year. You think the first half went quickly. The second half is going to go around like a speeding bullet. Yeah. Okay, talking a little bit now about your videos. If you have Firefox on block, in the upper left-hand corner of your screen in the address bar, there is a shield there. You click on the shield, and it will allow you to unblock the video, and you can view the video. Some individuals have said, well, why don't you just put in a link? It would block the link also. Hey, come on. Yeah, it would block the link. Here it's blocking the video. I like to have the video there for you to see. This isn't a big thing. Just go up and unblock the shield. Clicking on the shield, and it comes down and it asks you what you want to do with the material. That's in Firefox, upper left-hand corner. Then in Chrome, to unblock Chrome, it also has a shield in the upper right-hand corner. And you click on that shield, and it will allow you to view the video. Okay. Want to view this with you? You know, and if all else fails, I guess you can call the help desk. The number is in the Big 10. You signed your name to that, saying that you understood all of it. Okay. And what's interesting, some individuals really weren't aware that they signed their name to that. That's why I emphasize to read it. I kind of get a kick out of it. Yeah. Read it, comprehend what it is. We have to read directions. That's going to be part of our life. So, as you go through this particular section, identity versus role confusion, remember that this can in part apply to every other section, every other stage that Erik Erikson talked about. So as you go through this, I hope that you've had a good break and you're coming back energized and enthused and motivated. And having said that, I will see you at section 6. Have a good day and a good section study. Thank you.